Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back again with some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC speculation here on the channel, guys. Let's finally talk about the potential future DLC and just content and updates that we could see once the Galactic Patrol saga actually does air. I think we would have to wait for this to, at least be running for a few episodes before we actually start seeing content. I don't know how quickly Sparking Zero can roll out DLC with this stuff. When it came to Daima, it definitely took a while for them to actually just even enter Daima content, with the exception of the mini Goku that we got as like a pre-order bonus. So I would say it's going to probably take a few months, maybe like 5 to 6 months to see actual content being integrated once this airs. Now, I have no idea exactly when the Galactic Patrol saga for Dragon Ball Super is going to be airing. Okay, there's been speculation and just like, I don't know, leaks that it's probably going to be around the same time, or not too far away from whenever the Beerus saga thing is going to happen. But I don't know about that. I wouldn't really put too much stock or hope into it. But I just wanted to talk about this because the hype train has finally officially started. We are here. We got to talk about this shit. It's so hype, right? This is one of the most, if not the most hyped saga in Dragon Ball Super in terms of whatever happens post Tournament of Power, DBS Broly, etc., right? So, like I said, we have our official confirmation that the anime is coming, and we have some designs right here for Goku and Vegeta. They pretty much look like just normal Goku and Vegeta, but they have that Galactic Patrol symbol on their, I guess, shirt/armor, right? To, signify that they are in the Galactic Patrol for this, segment of the actual series itself. So, I made this concept in Photoshop. This is not real. Just giving you guys a nice little visual of what we could potentially see with it. I think this would be kind of like the first wave of content, depending on how they do it. Again, I don't know how Sparking Zero will handle this type of stuff, but we know that outfits will be a thing. Techniques will be a thing, right? In the new DLC, we just talked about it yesterday, right? They confirmed that new DLC is coming. About in near the middle of this year. So this is before Battle of Gods actually happens, and we'll talk about Battle of Gods and shit later on as well, because hey, we could see different techniques for Super Saiyan God Goku and like Beerus and stuff. Like, that's always a possibility. So when it comes down to the Galactic Patrol, obviously I'm not saying that they would do this, but it's such a simple thing. Like, just add an outfit preset for the Galactic Patrol. All it is just a little logo slapped on the clothing, right? It would be kind of nice. So that would be like a sick little free update that they just drop on there, right? And then obviously you got to tease the upcoming character, which is Moro. Now, I don't know if they would let us play as Old Man Moro, okay? And before we go any further from here, because I have a lot of different visuals and things that I want to go over that has major spoilers for this arc. So if you are an anime-only person, somebody who has not read the manga or caught up with the manga yet, which the manga's been a thing for many years, a very long time, so it's all out there, right? But if you don't want to get spoiled for anything and you're trying to, avoid it, then you probably should not watch this video. Click out the video right now, because we're going to be talking about pretty much the entire arc with all the spoilers and all the major cool new shit that is going to be added, probably likely, to the video games, right? So we're going to get into that in 3, 2, 1. Click off the video now if you don't want to be spoiled. So, look at all this shit. We got tons of stuff that could be added to Sparking Zero. Now, this is just, honestly, this is just a fraction of what could be added, but this is the stuff that I feel like has the highest potential of being added, okay? Again, I'm not saying any of this is going to be added, and I'm not saying, all the other stuff won't be, right? There are other characters. There are lots of new characters in this arc, lots of new techniques and things. So, let's just talk about the major heavy hitters first. Obviously, Moro is the main antagonist. He is a planet eater. If I zoom in here, this is really blurry, but we'll see this a little bit better. He has about 5,000 different forms, okay? And I think I'm actually missing a couple of them, but it's because he's constantly getting younger and younger. He's like de-aging himself the more energy he absorbs, because he is known as the planet eater, right? This guy, he is I guess a wizard, right? So think of Bobbity in a sense, but this guy is just 5 million times way cooler, 5 million times way more aura. He's not a little shit, right? This guy's awesome. Like, we love this dude as an antagonist. He is like one of the best villains in Dragon Ball Super, and maybe in Dragon Ball of all time, in my opinion. He's a really good villain for the most part. So, as you can see, he's constantly getting younger and younger the more energy he absorbs. The first initial state you see him in is considered the decrepit state. I don't think they would make that version playable, even though that's probably his coolest design, in my opinion, where he is like the old goat with the cloak and the fucking giant, long, like massive beard and everything. So as he gets younger, the beard gets smaller, he gets more muscular, more defined, body shape and everything. Then he absorbs 7-3, which is another character. 7-3 is an android. That's the guy that you see right below the third form here of Morrow. Okay, my head might be covering it, but it's a dude that's got his arm up, right? So this guy's an android character. He ends up absorbing him. And as you can see, he pretty much looks like every Dragon Ball villain to ever exist. It's a very generic face that he has, where it even has like the lines coming down from the like eye area. Frieza has that kind of face, in a sense. I mean, his nose is a little bit different. He looks a lot like Cell. He reminds me of Cell a lot. And this villain, Moro, when he gets to this point, is very Cell, esque. Like he's just like, it's like a callback to Perfect Cell as he, transforms and get these, more powerful forms. So yeah, after he absorbs him, he gets that generic face. I remember a lot of people hated that design. I don't want to say hated it, but like they were disappointed with it because they were like, wow, he started out as such a cool, unique looking villain, and then he ended up looking like every other fucking villain. Like Hit looks like this, Cooler looks like this. Like there's lots of villains that have this face, okay? And then after that, we have his fourth form, which is where he absorbs Miris. Now, that's another character that I think could be added. Miris is a major character in this arc. Now, again, this is a spoiler, a big spoiler. So, I mean, I'm just going to say it right now because I told you to click off. He is an angel, right? I guess like an angel apprentice or in training, right? He definitely looks like one, right? There was speculation, I believe, before it got revealed that he was an angel. But, when you first see him, he's just a dude part of the Galactic Patrol, right? So, yeah, I think he'd be a really cool playable character. The fact that we have fucking Pansy as a playable character in Sparking Zero, I don't think it'd be too crazy to get our boy Miris on here, right? Now, we only see him, I think, in his angel garments for a very short period of time. I don't recall it being like a long thing. You mainly see him wearing the Galactic Patrol outfit, okay? And Goku Vegeta end up wearing this outfit as well, so they could, add that in there just for fun. But again, I don't know how crazy Sparking Zero is going to get, even after the fact that we know new outfits and costumes and stuff will be coming, right? But yeah, other than that, with Moro, there is one last form that he has. I do not see that being playable at all. It gets to a point where Miris's power, which we just call this Ultra Instinct Moro because he is an angel, so he does know autonomous Ultra Instinct. So after he absorbs him, his fur and, a lot of parts of his body get that white, silverish color, right? So after that, it's just so much power that he can't contain it. So he's got to find a vessel that can contain all the power, something massive. So what does he fucking do? He merges with the Earth. And he looks like this just abomination, right? So, yeah, that's not going to be a playable thing. Maybe that could be like an ultimate technique, right? Where it shows him like, I don't know how crazy that would be a sick ultimate blast attack where he just fuses with the Earth and just like mouth blasts or some shit, like some crazy stuff, right? Or like shakes the Earth or blows the Earth up. Oh my God, that would be so sick, dude. See, this is all like cool stuff that we know Sparking Zero probably ain't going to do, right? But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the main antagonist. 7-3, he's another character that I think has good potential of being added as a playable character, just because he does have a major role for, Morrow and stuff as well. Jocko. Let's talk about Jocko. He's not even playable in Sparking Zero. He's playable in Xenoverse 2. What the fuck? And this isn't, we shouldn't even have to wait for Galactic Patrol saga for this guy. Like, he was in Resurrection F, so the fact that he didn't make it in, I feel like this would be the best opportunity to drop him in here. He uses his gun. He can fight. He can do some stuff. You've seen him in Xenoverse 2. He does stuff, right? So I think that'd be just kind of a fun little thing to add in. Now let's talk about outfits / new techniques for Goku and Vegeta, because as always, this is the Goku and Vegeta show. Now don't worry, the other characters like Gohan, Piccolo, the, Super Warrior team, Tien, what is it? Krillin and Yamcha. Even Yamcha gets a cool fucking moment in this saga, right? They all squad up to fight these, you know, characters like, what is it, 7-3? I forgot the name of the actual, like, organization that they're in, like the OG team or whatever. Fuck, I don't even remember what it was, but they fought a bunch of different characters, okay? Kind of reminded me of the Tournament of Power, where every character, you know, every hero that we have, like Gohan, Piccolo, and stuff, you know, they get to take on a certain other character and get their own kind of like moments in the saga, which is really fucking cool. So, I think that would be awesome if they could all get their, like, you know, outfits with the Galactic Patrol symbol on there. That'd be pretty sick, but probably not going to happen. So, yeah, that could all be a thing as well, added in there. I just didn't put it just because it's like, there's just so much shit that, like, I feel like they will not add, right? But this is all, like, high potential stuff that we could be seeing, because now we know for a fact the anime is here. So now that the anime is here, the video games are going to go heavy as fuck on the promotion. Okay, so, like I said, back to what I was saying with, you know, Goku and Vegeta. Let's go over Vegeta. So in this arc, right, there is a point where Vegeta travels to Yardrat to learn the Forced Spirit Fission technique, I think it was called. As you can see, this is one of my favorite panels, one of my favorite parts of this saga, where he's like training and he's like standing, or like, I guess, sitting or meditating on this like giant spear thing. And it's just so cool to see Vegeta wearing the Yardrat outfit. So it's like, that's just like high potential for video game merchandise material just right here for this dude wearing this, right? And then, of course, we have Goku after he gets fucking, like, impaled by Moro. One of the most iconic scenes in the manga that I know for a fact they're not going to show the goriness of it, but it's such a cool part. If they do end up showing it, I will fucking die, bro. That would literally be the best thing ever. But yeah, he gets impaled, and then he kind of eventually heals up, and it leaves this scar on his, I guess, breast. Yeah. And then he ends up using this crazy technique, and after he goes perfected Ultra Instinct Morrow, he shits his ass, bro. Like, Morrow is fucked for the most part. So whenever he's fighting this Planet Eater fusion with Earth version of him, Goku's got to, you know, step it up with his own size. So what does he do? He makes this like projection spirit form of himself, and it's huge. We call it the Susanoo, like, Goku or whatever, and it's so cool. It's the coolest thing ever. Like, I don't care what people say about it. This shit is raw. It's badass. It's peak fiction. Like, what are we talking about, dog? So here is the Force Spirit Fission technique, okay? I believe Vegeta does use this to... I feel like it was when Moro was... I can't remember exactly which form he was in, but it made him absorb, I think it was when he absorbed 7-3. I think. I could be wrong about that, because he like drains his energy or whatever, or like he does whatever the Force Spirit Fission technique is, and then I think after that Moro needs to absorb 7-3. I could be wrong about that. I gotta reread the manga. It's been a while. I definitely have to reread everything before we get into the anime again. But this is a pretty cool technique. I think this is what he learned on Yardrat, or during that time, if I recall correctly. And basically what this is it's kind of like a spirit bomb, but like a revert, like an opposite kind of... It's weird to explain. Like, I don't know. It's very hard to explain the technique for me. But it's cool. It's cool. And that could be something that we could see as like an actual like ultimate skill or whatever. But other than that, like I said, we have Goku with the Ultra Instinct Susanoo thing. So yeah, that could be a cool like ultimate new attack, because again, they're doing that. They're adding, they have the potential of adding new attacks as actual like DLC or free update type of material, just depending on how they would do it, right? So yeah, man, this is a lot of cool shit that they could be doing just for this saga alone. This is not even the Granola saga, which has so much more crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, the Granola saga is going to have way more stuff, in my opinion. I think this is a great saga in general, and this is probably going to be the most hype in my opinion. But man, when we get to Granola, it might be just as hype. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions. What characters, transformations, outfits, cool things that you would like to see for not only Sparking Zero, but the other games. Because you know every fucking game, which we have about 1 million now, is going to be getting to that stuff. Even the brand new game that's coming, right, that got announced with my boy John 1000, they're going to be getting DLC and shit for it probably as well. Unless they include it in the base game, just depending on when this Galactic Patrol saga actually airs. But yeah, we'll talk about more. We'll do more speculation. Lots of cool, fun videos. Like I said, now that we have all this, we can just milk the fuck out of it, right? All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.